Hello everyone, welcome to TrepidationNation, and today I'm going to be doing a little how-to video on how to use Blender Video Editor. So, while Blender's opening, what I always do to kind of start out with Blender when I edit my videos, because this is what I use to edit all of my videos, is you go up to this little button right here, click it, go to Video Editing, click it, go down to this right here, and you're going to switch this one to File Browser. So put this here, you want to drag that down, and then I always switch to that and go Desktop, or wherever you have your video that you want to edit it. I keep mine this unedited folder right here, and you put it right there like that. I'm not sure what this is, but I shouldn't. Oh wait, this is this video I'm recording right now. What am I thinking? Alright, and then you go up here, you switch this one to Properties, and also, if you didn't notice, I clicked the little slider that was right here, pulled it out to open a new tab. You click this one, you switch it to Properties. I always switch this to Keep UI. This basically means that when you render the video, and if you click on full screen, it'll pop up a big screen that shows your rendering status. If you click on Image Editor, it'll put it, I believe, down here. If you put it in New Window, it'll open a new window, and if you click Keep UI, it'll do exactly what it is doing. It will render it right there, and you'll see the progress right there. So I always click Keep UI. You put it in whatever you would like to render the video in. In this case, we'll put it in 720p HDTV. Then you want to, sometimes most videos that you put in will automatically do the frames for you, but I always put it at default 30. You go here and you name your video. And then you click on this little thing right here, and you could choose where you want it to save. I always save it in my YouTube videos folder here, but for this one, we'll just save it right here on the desktop. We'll accept it there. Then you go down here, switch it to XVID, click RGB here, and click Encoding. Go down here, all this stuff should be good. And you go to audio codec and you put AC3. And you could change the bit rates of stuff and all that good stuff. You know what all that stuff is. Then what I always do is, because my computer has a really loud computer fan, is I will always take this, alright, and when you do this, you're always going to want to come back here to the end of the video, put your little slider there with left click, click on the end right here, and put in the numbers that you see right here. So that's 8, 4, 5, 7. Then you click out somewhere, and it'll switch the end of the video to right there. Then you can just click this little slider, and extend it however you want. You slide all the way back over here, and you right click this to select this. Then if you click audio, click right there, and you can name it right here and then mix down. And when you do that, it's going to create an audio file that will look like this with whatever you named it on here. And the reasoning for doing that is, if you have Audacity, you can use that to edit out any background noise, which I'm not going to be doing for this little tutorial. But if you'd like me to teach you how to do that on Audacity, then just ask or say so in the comments, and I'll make a video on how to do Audacity as well. So back to this. Now what you're going to want to do is, typically when you post these videos, or when you record these videos, it's going to be laggy. As you can see, that was very laggy, and it didn't look right. So what you're going to want to do is right click this file right here, go over here and scroll down to proxy/timecode, click it. I typically go 25%. It puts, basically what it's going to do is make this really bad quality for what you see. It'll render in full HD and look great, but it'll put this in bad quality, that way it'll play properly. So you click that, and you go down here to strip, rebuild proxy timecode indices. You'll click that, and it's going to go through this thing. It takes some time depending on the length of your video, so I will come back when it is done. Alright, and it is done. So now what you have to do is, as you can see, it did not change the quality at all, and if you play the video, it's still very slow and doesn't look right. So you go here to view, click properties, go over here to where it says proxy render, and it says screen render size here. You click that and click on 25%, and it'll make it look really bad up there, but as you can see when I start the video, running nice and smoothly. And like I said, that 30 FPS was just a default. As you can see, is when the video is playing, it is up here at 50s and 40s and stuff like that, and it switched it to 60. So depending on the video you put in there, it will switch your frame rate. Now the next step, as you're done with that, is say you don't want you want to start the video right here. So what you do is you right click here, hold shift and right click here, then you hold shift and hit K, and then you'll have split the files. Now in order to drag this around, you just hold left click to drag it. Now if you want to delete this little spot that you got rid of, hit X and erase. You can also hit delete, but I typically hit X because it's just a lot easier. Then you'll just do the same thing here, shift it, hit G, and you can move it all the way here, and you don't want to start at 0, you want to start at 1, and the video will start there. I was just randomly blabbling around in there. In order to switch the size of this, you just use a scroll wheel. So yeah, if you want to change the size of everything here, you can do this, and that'll make it to where you can see the entire video here. In order to do what I'm doing right now, where you slide it, you hold in the middle mouse button and you just move the mouse around. Now close this back up. The smaller this is, the easier it's going to be to move things around, like to get precise numbers. Because like as you can see, I can get to 1 very easily like that, but if I were to scroll all the way out to where it's a big thing like this and hit G, getting 1 is not such an easy task. I managed to get it, but it makes it really difficult to do. Alright, so if you want to add music to your videos, you just go up here to where you have these files open. You look through here, find wherever you have your music. Mine is in my YouTube stuff music, and we'll just put thrashing around, and wherever that little green slider is at is where it's going to put the music starting at, and we'll just move it and we'll put it here at 1. Start the video and it'll be now. As you can see, you couldn't hear me much, but you could hear the music quite a bit. So a way to combat that is either right click on the music, scroll up here and look for where it says volume, and you can hold that in, slide it down, or you could type in your own values. If you just click it, you can type in your own values like that, or you can just simply hit that and it'll go up like that. And then if you do that, when you start that, it'll be like this. You can't really hear it, but it is there. Here we'll go up to 0.4, and then we'll let you hear what that sounds like. As you can see, there's now music, and it goes to about there. If you want it to play through the entire thing, all you gotta do is just click right there, kind of estimate that, and then pull it back down. And I got that about right. If it's not right, just scroll around and just move it until it is right. And then the music will continue to play throughout the video. There will be a slight pause because the music stops somewhere in here, and you just have to find that out and cut it out if you want to. And it also starts a little bit late in there, so you just can go through there, hit Shift K, and then go through here, select that one, Shift K, and just shift that, shift right, left, right click. I meant not shift. Or yeah, Shift K on those, and then just select them, shift right click, and then you just hit X to delete that, G to combine it all, and then you can do that again. That's if you want to worry about that, or if you just want to have the blank spaces in there, you should be good. You can also go here to get rid of that excess music there if you want to end the video off there, and then you can click here and again put the numbers that you see there. So it's 8259. Click off and it'll put the end right there. So now you have a video that has music. Now if you would like to add any pictures or videos to your video, say I want to add a picture after I was done hitting this little chicken right here, you go put the slider right around there. You go to wherever you have the pictures located. I'm going to use some random picture I have here. Those are videos. I'll show those in a second. There's a picture right there. You put it right there. It will take some time. It'll go there. And you can kind of choose how long you want it to be on there. Using this right here, you right click and you hold right click and move it, and then you left click to select the spot. We'll make it right about there. And then as you can see, that kind of overdrops it, and it kind of completely covers the entire video. So a way to combat that is to go here, alright, and you have that selector now with right click. Hit there, and you can go overdrop, which will make it look the same way. Multiply, which will kind of do some weird color stuff. Gamma cross, you can alpha under and alpha over. You can subtract, which will just pretty much make it kind of combine with the video. You can also add, which will do the same thing but make it kind of like transparent over the video. You can cross, which is what it originally was, and you can replace, which will just completely replace everything within that frame. Now obviously you're not always going to want, like, you'll probably, in most cases when you put a picture like this one up there, you'll put overdrop, and then you'll have to move the picture and probably make it a little bit smaller. The way to do that is you right click where the picture is, you go down to add, effect strip, transform. When you do that, you go here and you hit H on this, and that'll make that pretty much hides it, and this will make this what you see. And you'll just go down here, and first you want to scale it down, so you just do that. Say we want about that big, and then the position, put it over here. So you want it at the bottom right hand corner of the video, and then you'll have to come up here and put overdrop, and then you'll have the video there. And there we go. So now if you want to add a video to it, say you want to add a video right about there where these polar bears are coming over here to rape me, then you can go to 60 FPS, or not 60, I don't know why I was just clicking that out of nowhere, but you go over here to the desktop, scroll down to the video we want to add. Say we want to add this little meme right here. You'll click that. Then you can either have it like this, typically what I'll do is I will stop it about right when he's gone and get rid of that, and then it'll be because we did not proxy timecode this, it's going to be kind of off time. We'll quickly fix that right now. So strip proxy timecode indices, and it loads pretty quickly, and then you should be able to have good timing. Alright, so when something like that happens, basically what happened was, as you can see, now the way I'm going back like that is you hold Control and Z and it will go back. You can only go back a certain amount of times, but you want to keep this entire audio clip, as even though it looks a lot longer, it's the same audio, it's just weird the way it works. So what you're going to want to do, instead of getting rid of both of them, just right click this one only and get rid of that. That way it'll still work just fine. So you'll have the, that time it actually was the proxy issue. So you go to rebuild proxy timecode indices, and it should work properly. If not, then it's just my video is bad. Yeah, it's just my video is bad. Just ignore that. It should work just fine. It'll work fine for you on most of your videos. If you have any issues with that, just tell me and I'll help you. If you want to see the like waveform things for this, you can go here to click draw waveform after you right click it, and it'll draw that. So that way you can see where there's a bunch of sound and everything on it. And that's how you do all that good stuff. Now what I do with this, like I was explaining, is I'll right click this, and I typically will just overdrop it, or not overdrop it, multiply. That way it's just kind of partially over it, or gamma cross it will put it over it fully, alpha under, which will hide it completely, alpha over, which will hide the normal video completely. If you subtract it, it'll just kind of do that weird thing. If you add it, it'll just make him transparent over it. If you cross, it'll just put him over completely. If you replace it, put it over completely. You can crop it however you'd like. You can take it into a different program, or I don't know if there's a way to do it in this one. I've never really tried it. You can crop in this one, but I don't really know how to crop to like around his face. I don't know how to do the screen type stuff. But you can do that and put it however you want to. I'll just we'll just add it. That way it's partially transparent. And occupancy will lower it a bit. Have him right there like that, and just be. See, it worked fine. I don't know what was going on earlier. Alright, so that's how you add videos, and that's how you do all that good stuff. Now, what else is there to do? If you want to add music, I already showed you that. You can add all that other stuff. That's about it for the basics of how to make these videos. So now the way you'll want to render this video is you'll go, I don't know why I'm scrolling up here, just want to scroll this up. Alright guys, so that part of the video for some odd reason cut out when I was telling you how to actually render your animation. So all you gotta do is go up here to this little animation button right here and just click that, and it will render. It will take quite a while to render, and even though it does look like it's in bad quality up here, it will render in full HD because you have that setting up here, this HD 720 here. So yeah, I'm gonna render the video, and then you guys are going to see the video in this next little clip right here, and that'll be it. Alright, and as you guys can see, it is done rendering, so we will now play the video so you can see it in its full HD. You can skip past the video if you do not want to see the whole 2-minute and 20-second video, but I'm going to insert the video in right now. And I am going to take it. And we are back. So that's basically it for this video. If you want to know anything else about this that I did not mention in this video, or if you would like me to teach you how to use Audacity as well, just say so in the comments. If you enjoyed the video and if it helped you, leave a like. Also, if it did help you, subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys later.